All right, big breaking news coming in right now. So the ED crackdown in Chhattisgarh is, of course, continuing. In the prosecution complaint which has been filed by the ED, it is now mentioned that the diary seized from the possession of one Suryakant Tiwari had the mention of alleged payments to bureaucrats, MLAs, Benami transactions also were mentioned there. An amount paid to a senior politician or a political party reached up to 52 crores rather. In fact, we have more details coming in that the amount paid to MLAs of Chhattisgarh was around 4 crore and amount paid to ex-MLA politicians was around 6 crores. Bhavtosh is live with us. Bhavtosh, these are sensational details which are now emerging from, of course, the prosecution complaint of the ED. Give us more details really on the same and how it could lead to more trouble for the Congress.
Well, this is an ongoing investigation of the Enforcement Directorate, and the entire charge of the Enforcement Directorate is that an illegal levy of around 25 rupees per ton of coal was being levelled in Chhattisgarh, in which there is a criminal conspiracy of allegedly a criminal conspiracy of bureaucrats and politicians, in which several arrests have been made by the Enforcement Directorate, and Chhattisgarh government has also, in fact, challenged the arrests that have been made. In one of the prosecution complaints that was recently filed by the Enforcement Directorate against some businessmen and also a state bureaucrat, it has been levelled that the businessman had maintained a diary in which he had said that money was being regularly paid to politicians, to Chhattisgarh politicians, to MLAs, and he in fact maintained a diary of this. Now, this obviously will be challenged by the politicians concerned and also by the bureaucrats concerned, in which it has been mentioned that he had acquired Benami assets worth 170 crore rupees through this illegal coal levy scam. And in fact, we have just played out one of the portions of this charge sheet. In fact, it was the Enforcement Directorate which first carried out raids and searches, and then subsequently the prosecution complaint of income tax was taken cognizance by the Enforcement Directorate. But it's the timing of these searches that will obviously be questioned by the Congress party. Remember, the plenary session will be held in just a few days later by the Congress party in Chhattisgarh. And it's the timing, the fact that it is these searches are being held at the residence and premises of Congress leaders in Chhattisgarh and also at the premises of the state treasurer. And Congress obviously will be, in fact, questioning why these raids and searches of ED are presently being carried out. In fact, the extract of the prosecution complaint that we have just put out gives an account of how the money was being paid by this businessman who is now main accused in this coal levy scam, who is said to be very close to a state bureaucrat.
And also, you know, the details which are emerging, Bhavtosh, extremely shocking. Look at the amount paid, amount of 52 crores allegedly paid to a bureaucrat, amount of about 4 crores to Chhattisgarh MLAs, 6 crore to ex-politicians and MLAs as well. So the nexus really, becoming larger, and the amount of money also quite high.
Yes, in fact, this entire scam, if we can call it, or alleged scam, we can call it, in just 8 months of investigation that ED has carried out is around 540 to 570 crore rupees. And what they have said is that this entire illegal levy that was being collected by the state bureaucrats was being collected, and then that money was being given to politicians, which is being used for election campaign. Now, Chhattisgarh CM has always, in fact, denied this. He has questioned the power and jurisdiction of ED to carry out these raids and searches. Earlier, these raids and searches were only confined to the residence of businessmen, but for the first time, politicians are being searched.
Well, absolutely, and this could mean a lot of trouble for the Congress, considering that the premises of certain Congress MLAs are also being searched. Bhavtosh, stay with us. Pranesh is also live with us. Pranesh, take us through the prosecution complaint. I believe we've accessed the diary copy.
Meenakshi, the numbers are staggering to say the least. Bhavtosh Singh, our senior news editor, has been on top of this story. He's the one who's accessed this note. Allow me to just go through this. The total amount that the ED is looking at, this is the suspected tax evasion, chori, call it what you want to, 550 crores through 50 diary entries by the bureaucrats. The ED note is saying this approximate number of incoming entries to bureaucrats, the number is 50. And look at this amount, approx amount of illegal levy collected as per seized diaries is 540 crores. Now, they've also given us a breakdown that this was utilization for purchase of Benami assets rough total amount is 170 crores. This is the breakdown of the 540 crores here. Amount directly transferred to Soumya Chaurasia through Manish Upadhyay and Jay. 36 crores amount paid to a senior politician of a political party. 52 crores amount paid to MLAs of Chhattisgarh. 4 crores amount paid to ex-MLA politicians. 6 crores amount was also sent to Jharkhand. Now we don't know why this was sent to Jharkhand. Is this the Babu Neta nexus or something to do with the coal mining mafia? We don't know, but that amount is mentioned as 5 crores, and there's also an entry of Bangalore that 4 crores according to ED was 4 crores was sent to Bangalore. Now, in all of this, while the probe is on, politics has taken off. The BJP is saying that this exposes the rot that exists in Chhattisgarh and that the Chief Minister has a lot to answer.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, since you mentioned politics, Pranesh, we have some breaking news also coming in. So the Chief Minister of the state has also tweeted on this entire row. He has now pinned the blame on the BJP, claiming this is also the first reaction, we must tell our viewers, coming from the side of the Chief Minister. He says that the raids will not break their spirit. He also says that the BJP is disappointed by the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and it is their reaction to the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and that's why these raids are being conducted. Govind, my colleague, is also live with us on the broadcast. Govind, of course, on one hand, while the ED raids are taking place, on the other, politics over the same has also emanated. Bhupesh Baghel, of course, hitting out at the BJP, claiming that this is nothing, the raids are nothing but political vendetta.
Yeah, absolutely. BJP president of Chhattisgarh is just making the claim that Congress party leaders are looting the public money bluntly, and definitely number of complaints were there. ED, it's not the first time that ED's entry in Chhattisgarh. You know that how the secretary of personal secretary of Chhattisgarh CM Soumya Chaurasia was raided, and she was also taken in custody. And now many leaders of Congress party are on the radar of ED after the process of raid is going on. Crores of rupees unaccounted entries are being found. This is what the information is coming through. So Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Bhupesh Baghel, is just making blame on these kind of raids in Chhattisgarh, that this is what they allegedly trying to break the spirit of Congress party. You know that on 24th the National Convention of Congress party is going to start in the capital of Chhattisgarh, Raipur. So this is what allegations and counter allegations sequence has started between BJP and Congress. BJP state president from Chhattisgarh making the allegation on Congress leaders for looting the public money so bluntly.
Right. So absolutely a war of words is broken out. In fact, the BJP has also reacted on the same. They're calling it corruption by the Congress. Let's listen into that BJP reaction as well.
छत्तीसगढ़ में ईडी की कार्रवाइयां लंबे समय से चल रही है। लगातार जांच का काम चल रहा है और आज जो ईडी के छापे पड़ने की खबर है, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के आरोपों को पुख्ता करता है कि छत्तीसगढ़ में हर स्तर पर व्यापक भ्रष्टाचार है। छत्तीसगढ़ के गरीबों के खून पसीने की कमाई को लूटा जा रहा है। अब तक ईडी ने जो कार्रवाइयां की थी उसमें बड़े पैमाने पर संपत्तियों के कागजात और संपत्ति मिली है, और आज जो ईडी कार्रवाई कर रही है उससे ये प्रमाणित होता है कि छत्तीसगढ़ के गरीबों को किस प्रकार से लूटा जा रहा है। और भूपेश बघेल जी ये जो गरीबों को लूटने वाले हैं उसके पक्ष में खड़े हुए दिखते हैं। ये छत्तीसगढ़ के गरीबों के साथ अन्याय है, ये छत्तीसगढ़ के गरीबों के साथ अत्याचार है। जब उनके गाढ़ी कमाई के पैसे को लूटा जा रहा हो और प्रदेश का मुखिया
Right, raids at multiple places in Chhattisgarh. Congress MLAs under the ED radar. War of words also has broken out with the BJP and the Congress blaming each other over these raids. Of course, we